everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Advanced Level, a video game podcast. I'm Felipe Parada. Joined with me, as always, is Oscar Portillo. Oscar, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Felipe, what's up?
Nothing much. Very, very busy over the weekend.
What have you been up to?
Well, you know that obviously we're in October now, and as in with every new month comes new games from PlayStation Plus. With this month we got, as well as you know, we got Laser League and Friday the 13th. And it makes sense considering that Halloween is coming up that we would get Friday the 13th. Yeah, I mean the game's well over a year old. And the thing is, I got a chance to play both games. I've been playing them, and I've been playing a lot of Friday the 13th. Like, surprisingly, I've been playing a lot of it. I didn't think I was going to be playing this much, but I'm really playing a lot of it. And I don't know if you can tell the sound of my voice, but I'm like shocked and surprised that I've been putting this much effort into that game.
Yeah, we played the other day. I ended up being Jason.
I know, and you killed me. Wait, do you? I don't even remember how you killed me.
I got a 6 out of 8, by the way.
I don't even remember how you killed me.
It's really fun. I agree with that. I didn't think it'd be as good as it was, especially if I heard anyway, that it was still a lot of bugs in it, but I didn't encounter any problems.
Now I remember. I was hiding in a closet and you killed me.
Oh yeah. I looked through the hole.
Oh my god, are you for real?
Yeah.
Because can you look into the hole while you're playing as Jason?
I don't know, but I think as the execution, I think that's what happened.
Oh, okay, all right. I was wondering about that because you found me a little too easy. I don't know how you were able to pull it off, but
I was getting a lot of help.
Oh, because see, this is the one thing about that game, and which is one of the, I guess, unique gameplay mechanics. I guess when you're close to one another and you speak through your microphone, you can hear one another. But the thing is that if you're Jason and you're close, you can hear them too.
Yeah, you can hear the time was running out too.
I know, there was like 2 minutes
and I think
left.
It does something.
Go ahead.
I think it does something where it makes the character loud or something.
Because I remember I was like, all right, I got 2 minutes left, and it says, all right, you got 2 minutes left to survive, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hide in this closet and wait those 2 minutes, and I think you caught me with like a minute left.
I'm surprised you didn't. Are you able to? Because you saw me. Like, there was no way I was gonna not go through that closet.
I saw. See, this is my naivety, because I'm like, okay, I saw you walk into the room, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, he doesn't see me, which obviously wasn't the case. But
there was no way. Every house I went through, I went through every closet.
Like, did you smash every closet?
Yeah.
See, that was my mistake.
Every house I went into, that's like the first thing I did. Thinking,
because of course we've watched the movies, and there's always a character that hides in the closet or under the bed, and you think, okay, he's not going to see me. But then again, it's a video game, and I just didn't think that far ahead. I thought I was safe, but obviously,
Were you able to get out? Could you have? I mean, running away at that point.
Yeah, but at that point, see, the thing is, once you come to the point where Jason finds you or he's close to getting you, that's it. You're pretty much a goner. At that point, you could just, I guess, prolong the inevitable. But
tell the story about when I found you guys by the water.
Oh, that.
And then the guy left.
Well, see, the thing is that we were working together and we were doing a good job. There was 3 of us, right? We were working together. One person was able to find the gas canister. One person was able to find the keys to the boat. And I think another person, I remember I found the keys. No, I didn't find the keys. I'm sorry. I found the propeller that powers the boat. Another person was looking for something else. And we were all ready to sort of escape. That was the goal. Now, I don't know how many people you could fit in the boat, but I know some maps have 2 cars. One is a 2-seater and one's a 4-seater.
Okay.
It looked like you could fit the driver and maybe another person on the car. So either way, one of us was gonna get left behind. But we managed to load up the gas and we managed to fix the propeller, and the person got in the boat. And I guess he must have saw you before we did.
Yeah, I saw you guys, yeah.
And he just took off. He left us behind. And the thing is that there's one thing when you leave and then it's like, oh crap, let me turn back and let me try to help them. No, this guy was out. He was gone. And he left us behind to fend for ourselves. And at that point, I think you didn't kill me.
I killed the girl.
You killed the girl. Off. Yeah, I ran off into the house. And eventually you killed me after that.
If it makes you feel any better, I did get the guy as well. The one that ran away.
Yeah, that makes me feel so much better.
Surprisingly, like if you're Jason and you're in the water, you're fast. Like you're super fast or something.
Yeah, well, remember, in the franchise, Jason drowns, so it only makes sense to give him supernatural abilities in water. And what surprised me a little bit was in the movies, right? And I'm trying to sort of connect the two. There was these parts, right, where sort of the counselors would escape, and somehow Jason always manages to find them, no matter where they are.
Right.
But what I didn't realize is in the game, you have this ability called, I forgot, you have Morph, and then you have, not Strife, but it's two abilities that gives you the ability to teleport. One, you could teleport anywhere on the map, and the other one, you could teleport for short distances.
Are you talking about Jason?
Yeah, I'm talking about Jason.
Yeah, you have... you have one ability that you can teleport anywhere on the map.
Uh-huh.
And then you have another ability that you can sort of teleport in a short distance ahead of you.
Okay, yeah, but I know it's not Stalk. That's a completely different ability.
Stalk, I think, is like a radar almost.
Yeah, but I keep forgetting that third one. But yeah, it does give you the ability to teleport, which makes complete sense because now you understand how Jason was always able to sort of catch up with him. Because this whole time, he had the ability to teleport.
I guess so.
And
is the game canon?
It has to be because I don't know if you noticed, but the game has a single player component. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, well obviously it's called offline mode, but it gives you the ability to play as Jason, and you have to go through these scenarios. They're kind of trying to replicate the scenes from the movie.
Okay.
And you have to fulfill certain objectives. And then there's another sort of mode within that offline mode that is like a VR cabin mode where you go in and it's like a VR of I don't know if it's the Jarvis house or one of the cabins, and it gives you like it's almost like a museum sort of, and they give you like little tidbits like, oh, this person wrote the music and he wrote the music for the entire, and they give you little hints, telling you who worked on the game and these guys, I forgot who worked on it. Gun, I think it was called, the developer.
I don't know.
They did their homework when it comes to doing this game because they
you can
got
tell
everything.
The little details.
They literally, this is one of the best uses of the license. And I understand that people had their complaints about the game. The game was super buggy. It didn't feel right. A lot of people didn't know if this was they were trying to fit this game into like the survival horror. Was it a murder sim? Was it a multiplayer game? And I think all those people were kind of missing the point. It's a Friday the 13th game that's based off pretty much the movie franchise. And I think you should just leave it at that. Because once you try to fit it into a specific category, it's still not going to work. This game needs to just be played as is. Okay? Because obviously anybody who's played the game or anybody who's seen the movie knows for a fact it's Jason versus the counselors.
Yeah.
And the counselors are always at a disadvantage. And I think this game does a good job of sort of replicating that feeling. As soon as the game starts, you're automatically at a disadvantage because Jason is just this unstoppable force of evil.
Yeah, and once you find a counselor, they're done. Like, there's no...
Yeah,
at least my experience.
Yeah, I still have yet to play a game where it's like, all right, I escape, but I fully escape. Because
the only way I lost one, but he just like he was far away, and I couldn't see quite well like where he was. So that's the only way. But if you're up close, no, you're done. You're not going anywhere.
And I didn't know. I read on the forums a lot. There is a specific way to kill him.
Oh,
But you have to do like a specific set of inputs in order to kill him.
Okay.
But there is a way you can kill him, but it's just like it's not impossible, but for you to do it, it's a lot of work.
And you might as well just do the other thing where just to try to escape.
Exactly. Whether it be start up the car, start up the boat, call, what the hell's his name? The cop. What's his name?
I don't even know.
Is it John? No, it's not Johnny. Yeah, there's always a Johnny in that. But there's a specific set of objectives that you need to complete in order to successfully escape.
Well, you guys were doing the boat. I don't know if you were Jason yet, but it makes a lot of noise.
I did get the chance to play Jason, but I haven't gotten the chance where somebody starts up the boat. But I believe you. But I believe you.
It was like you might as well be yelling like we're over here. But I'm sure that happens with the car as well.
Oh yeah. The car definitely. I did manage to actually get the gas, find the key, and I was able to sort of drive around and try to save as many people as you can, because I think that's the objective, especially when you get the car, especially the 4-seater. You should definitely drive around and try to save as many people as you can before Jason finds you, because the car does make a lot of noise. And remember, Jason does have the ability to teleport in front of the car and stop it dead in its tracks.
I don't know, are you able to just leave?
Yeah, you have to follow a specific route. You can't just...
Okay.
It gets to the point where I think once you get to the edge of the map on a highway, not on the off-roads, I mean on the actual highway, it goes into the animation where it just says you survived.
Now, how do you feel about the cooperation with like the other players?
This is where it's kind of a hit and miss, and I'm glad you brought that up, because there was one match that I played. I don't know if it's that the people that I was with were just horrible working together, or the person playing Jason was really good, because the person playing Jason, the matches are 20 minutes long. I want to say they're 20 minutes long. But this person eliminated everybody in like 7 minutes.
Wow.
This dude was on point. Like, have you ever played a game and the way the person kills you, like you can't even be upset?
Yeah.
You're just impressed. You're like, wow, this guy really just eliminated all of us. But the thing that got me was I tried hiding in the tent, and there's a trophy in there if you manage to pull off the tent where not the tent, the sleeping bag, which is located inside a tent. So I'm like, damn, I just gave this guy like a trophy, not knowing it.
He probably already had it.
Yeah, he probably did. I mean, yeah, with the way he was just mowing us down left and right, I'm guaranteed he must have gotten that trophy already. But if I didn't, you're welcome.
But so it's hit or miss as far as the cooperation.
See, and that's the thing. I played with Mario, our resident one minute rant man, because he's another one that absolutely loves the game.
Yeah.
We were actually able to escape.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Yeah, because he found the gas tank, and I think he found the walkie-talkie, because once you find the walkie-talkie, you're able to communicate effectively.
Now, is it random? Like, where the things, like the gas and the keys, is it random, or is it always the same place?
From what I've played, I believe it's randomized, which I like, because it would be kind of stupid if you go into a specific... But I do notice that there are different versions of the map. Like, you'll have Crystal Lake A and B, but I think the difference between the two maps is that the houses are in different locations, and obviously all the equipment is in a different location.
Okay.
Which is good, because it adds to that level of variety. Like, you're never going to play the same map more than like once or twice the same exact way, which is good.
Yeah, okay. It would get boring.
Yeah, and depending on your counselor, you're going to start in a different location. So there's enough there to where it seems like you're literally playing in a different map every single time.
Okay.
Getting the walkie-talkie, being able to communicate, and we were working with some other person who I believe found the keys but needed the gas in the car.
So there was some cooperation.
Yeah, there was some, but the thing is that once we cooperated, once we sort of figured out, okay, this is what we need to do, each person has their own sort of objectives or goals to get the car started. We actually were able to get the car running, and we actually escaped, all three of us.
Okay.
So there is a way for you to successfully escape. I still have yet, no, as a matter of fact, there was only one game I played where everyone survived. But this was like a real group effort.
Well, there is team chat, right? Like within the game itself.
Yeah, there is team chat, but you have to remember, if you speak, right, you could only hear one another if you're in the general vicinity. If you're speaking to, well, that's if you don't have the walkie-talkie. That's why finding the walkie-talkie is extremely important.
Wait, hold on, but you need the walkie-talkie for team chat?
Yeah, to talk with everybody if they're not within your general vicinity.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because if we're playing the game and we're not next to one another, you're not going to be able to hear me.
Okay, I got you.
But if Jason is next to me and I'm talking like an idiot, and I completely overlooked this specific gameplay mechanic, which I still think it's brilliant. he's able to locate me because I'm making noise.
Okay, that makes sense.
Once you find the walkie-talkie, then you're able, the team chat is in a sense activated.
Okay.
It's still there, but only if you're like next to one another.
Okay.
So I honestly think this game is definitely going under our criminally underrated category, I feel. Because there was a point where this game kind of like went, like, all right, Friday the 13th is coming out, and then it just went silent.
I think a lot had to do with the game was a buggy or it wasn't polished from what I heard anyway.
No, the game was not polished whatsoever, and I think it had a lot going against it because remember, this game was originally being developed as a Kickstarter, and for a fact anything with the word Kickstarter, for me it's not something that is a positive thing. Because let's face it, when was the last really good Kickstarter game that you've played?
I mean, I don't even remember.
Exactly, because at this point, I don't think there has been a really good game that originated in Kickstarter.
Was it Mega Man?
No,
not Mega Man.
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, wasn't that one? I'm thinking something else.
That was a Kickstarter game, but look how bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of anything that was. I agree with you.
No, and I think that was sort of the strike number 1, and then the strike number 2 was the bugs and the glitches. The game didn't run properly.
Yeah.
The matchmaking wasn't all that great. Yeah, the game had its flaws. But if you look past those little things, and one of the things I noticed right off the bat is this game looks like a what's the word I'm looking for? It looked like a game from the PS3 era, but towards the end of the PS3's life cycle.
Yeah. The game now is, again, the matches that I played, the game runs smoothly now.
Oh, it does. Yeah, the game runs perfect. There has yet been a game that I have run into issues. I haven't gotten kicked out of a match. I have run into some issues where, like, the matchmaking kind of takes a little bit, but once you get up and going, that's pretty much it. You're up and you're going.
Yeah, so I didn't experience any issues as far as that goes. The game reminds me of a game that we played for a while. Remember Evolve?
You know what? It's such a shame what happened to that game, because that was another. It had the same premise. It was like cat and mouse, kind of hide and seek, sort of.
Yeah, it had, and it like cooperation. It required cooperation.
But the thing is, it's very hard to find individuals that are very objective based when they play.
Yeah,
especially in these type of games.
There's only one guy that wants to do his own thing.
Yeah, there's always that one person who just goes off and does their own thing, and it's like, no, that's not how this game works. And I ran into a lot of those type of people in, surprisingly, Laser League, because Laser League was the other game that we got that was free to play.
So first, hold on. Before you go into that, we got to talk about, because we did, Friday the 13th, we didn't have any problems, unlike Laser League.
But I think those are just growing pains. Because
the game's been out, though.
I know where you're going. The game's already been out for a year. Same thing with Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but look at the difference.
Big difference. But lately I have played, and I don't know, it's kind of self-corrected itself. I don't know. Towards the beginning.
There was any patch or no? No, right?
That's the thing. There wasn't any patch, not unless I was doing something wrong.
No. We looked. There's nothing to. I remember I asked you, "Are you sure it's not like in Russian or something?" Like, there's no, besides the North American toggle. There's nothing else to fix.
No, there isn't.
So it's not like your internet was fine. We were just having a bad time trying to find a match.
It had to have been, because when was the last time I played it? I played it was it yesterday or the day before? And didn't have not one issue, not one problem finding a match. Granted, yeah, you're going to come across times where the AI or the way the game is set up, it's going to fill in missing players with AI players, which surprisingly, the AI works very, very well.
Now remember though, I didn't have an issue by myself as well. We started to run into the issue when we were in the party.
Yeah, once we got into the party, that's where a majority of the issues began to present itself. Yes, correct.
So we'll see what happens if we party up again. But Friday the 13th sounds more fun.
It is, and that's what's shocking me, because for me,
and we downloaded Friday the 13th because we were like, all right, it's not Laser League is not working. Let's try this.
Yeah, and that was the only reason why I downloaded Friday the 13th. It wasn't at the top of my list for games that, you know what, I need to play these games right now because there's just, like you said in previous podcasts, there's just way too many games right now to play. There's way too many. But once we loaded it up, and I kind of didn't know what the hell I was doing at first, and I think that's part of the beauty because you kind of have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I did get it. I played the offline mode just to sort of get accustomed to the way Jason handles, because the way Jason handles and the way the counselors handle are completely different.
Okay.
You know, so I'm like, you know what? Let me try playing it by myself a couple of times just to get a grasp of what it is to be Jason. Once I kept playing it more and more. I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is actually a good use of the license. Yeah, you can look past all the bugs and the technical glitches, and the game doesn't look pretty, but at its core, it's a game that uses the license. One of the best games, I think, to use the license.
Yeah, I agree.
One match after another, you start to think to yourself, no, next time I know what to do, I'm going to escape. That's usually not how it plays out, but once you're like, okay, no, I know what I messed up on. I'm gonna do better next time. That's the experience that I've been having. And next thing you know, I'm already rank 8. And it came out, what, a week ago? But we didn't start playing it till like midweek.
About, yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it came out literally on October 2nd. And I literally didn't start playing it till the 4th. And that just goes to show you...
Only because Lazily wasn't working.
Because Lazily wasn't working. That just goes to show you how much I've been playing this game. As of recently.
Yeah. Now, do you think, a game like this, do you think a game like this has legs?
I think it does.
Really?
I come on, it's one of the most recognizable franchises out there on the market right now.
But you don't think maybe after a month or two, you'll be like, all right, I played the same maps over and over again?
Well, remember, there's a lot of replayability in this game. There are a slew of counselors that you can use, all with different abilities, and you have to try to mix and match to try to get the right formula in order for you to escape. When you're playing as Jason, you have all these challenges that you have to accomplish, certain ways to kill people. There's certain times where they try to have you reenact kills from the franchise. So I think it's those challenges and those objectives that it's not going to make it a game where like you're going to be playing it for long periods of time, but it does give it legs. It really does. But then again, I'm just saying that, freshly in, wow, it's a new game, it's so great. Now, am I going to be saying that 3-4 months from now? That right. I can't tell you for sure.
I think a lot depends on your experiences with your other players.
Yes, because I do have to admit, when you do survive and everything falls into place, all the gears are turning, everybody's working towards the same goal, you do have this sense of achievement.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, all right, I'm going to go back and hopefully get the same formula or get the same feeling again. Like I said, it's not usually the case.
Unfortunately, with online.
Yeah, unfortunately, online, you're going to come across... I mean, right before we started recording this podcast, right, I was playing a match with Gabe, and he can verify with you. And there was this person, apparently, one of the counselors was luring Jason to all of us, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So obviously these two people were working together to try to because there is an achievement or a trophy for killing everybody, not letting anybody survive. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this person was helping them get that trophy, because it was just too coincidental that there was this one Jason that knew exactly where we were at all times.
Right.
It's just too coincidental.
And stuff like that.
Exactly. Stuff like that takes you out of the game. And I got so mad. I was going to send this guy a nasty message, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah, stuff like that ruins it for everybody else.
I mean, I would love for us to do a Let's Play, like all of us, because you can do, I guess you could do, whatchamacallit, private rooms or private servers. Yeah. Where it's just us, and we could just play it and be absurd and just try to survive while one of us tries killing everybody. See, when you're playing with people that know the game and play the game the way it's supposed to be played, it is fun. Even when you get killed, it's still fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised how good it is.
Now, I don't know if you ran into the same issue, but for some strange reason, I felt the camera angle felt a little off.
A little bit, but nothing that took me out. I'll put it in that way. A little bit, it got a little close to time sometimes.
Yeah, nothing that took you out of the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes when you're Jason and you grab, when you turn the camera, it got a little too close to him. But nothing crazy, nothing.
I mean, if you had to rate this game, I guess right now, how would you rate it?
On what scale?
Our tried and true pass, play, try. Because me, it's a definite play for me.
Oh, I still think it's a try.
You still think it's a try?
Yeah,
based on.
I don't think the game's for everybody.
No, you're right. You're right. We all have different, I guess, different gauges.
I mean, I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it.
But you're coming from a different point of view. Not everybody. This isn't everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah,
I respect that. I respect that.
It's an online only game, pretty much. There is an offline mode, but it's not. The whole draw of the game is online.
I mean, it's not a fully fleshed single player mode. It's you're given objectives or you're given a specific scene, and it almost reminds me of Hitman a little bit because they'll give you a map, and it's like, okay, you have to do all these different objectives, and you're definitely going to replay one scenario various times because they give you like, all right, you have to kill this one person while he's taking a bathroom break, kill this one person while he's taking a smoke break, kill this one person by throwing him in the fire, kill this one person by throwing him into an electrical box, like those type of objectives.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So it's designed for you to play through it, and I didn't think playing as Jason would be this much fun.
Yeah, but I still don't think the more fun is online trying to kill all the counselors, not in these setup scenarios.
Right. Yeah, the online is definitely where it's at. And it's not going to be for everybody.
The online aspect, there's still players out there that don't. It's not for them. Again, I like it. I think it's one of the better games for PlayStation Plus that's come out in a while.
Yeah, and lately, I don't know about you, and maybe you agree, you disagree. PlayStation Plus has been on point as of late.
Well, yeah, last month with Destiny, God of War.
Then there's this month. This month is obviously, Laser League, which is a good game in its own right, and then there's Friday the 13th, which is a great game, and then there's the leaked rumor. I think it's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
I believe it's confirmed.
Right.
No, we're probably gonna be having a different conversation, but I believe it's confirmed. We have.
And what is it?
Yakuza Kiwami, and I don't know what the second one was because once I heard Yakuza, I'm like, oh my god, because anybody who knows me, or if you've probably read my reviews online, I absolutely love the Yakuza series.
Now, what? You have to educate me. Where does this game fall in the timeline?
Well, see, the thing is that I did it. I don't know if you want to call it the right way or the wrong way, but the way I did it was I started from Yakuza 0, which is literally the first game in the franchise. Then there's Yakuza Kiwami, which is the original Yakuza 1. And there's Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is technically a remake of Part 2. Oh, I'm sorry, the other game was Bulletstorm. It just came to my mind.
Yeah, I just saw it now.
But yeah, the timeline right now, they're giving us the original Yakuza, which anybody who hasn't played it, I highly, highly recommend you dabbling into this game because it's a different kind of open world game. We're so used to the Grand Theft Autos and any other type of open world game where it's like you go from objective to objective. There's a slew of sort of side quests and filler quests. This does it a little bit differently. Like how you said, it's not a game for everybody, but it's definitely a game worth checking out, I believe.
No, I agree. If it's free, I wanted to try it out.
Yeah,
it's never been my cup of tea, but if it's part of the lineup, I'll definitely try it.
Yeah, and the Yakuza is a huge franchise too. And this is the thing. Once you start hearing these huge franchises starting to become free to play on PlayStation Plus, like I was shocked. I was like, no, this can't be. And I remember texting you, oh, here are the new rumored games. And once I saw the games, I'm like, this can't be right.
And Bulletstorm is one of the more underrated games of the last generation.
Yes, definitely of the last generation. But I heard a lot of people upset about sort of the Bulletstorm, full clip edition, because they're pretty much charging you full price for a last gen game. Almost full price. Because I think they didn't even charge you $40. I think they charged you $50.
Well, we don't have to worry about that, I guess.
I'm definitely looking forward to next month. And what sucks is Red Dead Redemption is definitely coming out within the next couple weeks. I made the decision not to get it until hopefully Black Friday. And it'll
be on sale.
And it's going to be very, very difficult because you know that you're going to see the reviews and you know how awesome this game's going to be.
Yeah.
Now,
there's going to be tens everywhere.
Now, it's going to be official today. How long do you think I'm going to last before I cave in? I'm going to send you that picture. Listen, I caved in. I got it. How long do you think I'm going to last?
I'll give you 2 weeks.
Okay, so you have a little bit more faith in me than I do.
Yeah, I think you can hold out.
You know what? I really do appreciate that. I really, really. It just shows me that you have faith in me.
I have confidence in you.
Okay, now the game drops on the 26th. I believe.
October or November?
This month. It's rapidly approaching. We're already at October 10th. It's the 9th today. We're pretty much into the 10th, and Black Friday doesn't fall until literally the month after. That's going to be a very excruciating month because it's just going to be like in the back of my ear.
I think, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be one of the games that are like on sale. I mean, I hope so, but I don't think.
But you know what? I want to say that you're right. Because
Rockstar is not going to do that.
Yeah, usually the games that have been on sale, they've been out for a couple of months.
Yeah,
not literally the month before.
Yeah.
I am going to try to hold off.
Last year, Assassin's Creed. Well, I forgot when Assassin's Creed came out.
I did. I picked up Assassin's Creed Origins for $35.
And it came out a few months before that.
Yeah, correct? It came out like 2 months before Black Friday, but It was still relatively new. That's why when I saw it, I picked it up immediately. I was at Target, and I wasn't looking for this game. But whatever, I was going down the video game aisle wherever I'm at, Walmart, Target.
I know.
I always have to peek into the video game aisle.
You always got to at least walk by it. You always got to at least look.
Thankfully, I did because I saw it. It said Assassin's Creed on sale. I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to be on sale for like $54.99. You know, they always do that.
Yeah.
And it said $34.99.
And you had to, I know exactly what you were like, what? Like,
I did the double take. I went as far. I'm like, excuse me, can you come over here real quick? To one of the service reps.
You can't believe it.
Is this for real? And the guy looked at me. He's like, yes, sir, it's for real.
You think maybe it's a mistake? Maybe it's another game? You're not reading the thing right?
I've been in situations before where the tag is wrong.
Yeah.
All right, the tag is in a different spot. So I'm thinking, yo, is this? And the guy looked at me, and he knew. He must have known that I'm a fan. He's like, yep. And there was like 2 of them left. So I'm like, how about you take that out of that glass display and you put it in my hand right now?
I'm a big Cyber Monday, so I'm going to see a Cyber Monday. I can pick up some games.
I've never been a big fan of Cyber Monday. I have no idea why.
I can't help it, man. It's right there, man. You ship to store.
You're a ship to store kind of guy?
Not really. I don't want to advertise for any kind of store, but I use a certain locker. I ship my stuff to a locker.
At the store?
No, not at the store. Like, this giant website has lockers in every city.
Whoa. But back up. You need to explain this to me.
You never heard? I don't want to give like free advertising.
Yeah. But just explain the concept to me.
Okay. I purchased something online.
Okay.
And they ship it to it's like lockers that are outside.
Is it something like along the lines of a P.O. box?
You can call it that. But
yeah, I'm not saying it is a P.O. box, but I'm saying is it the same concept?
Yes.
Wow, this is the first time I've ever heard of that. Now I have
serious?
to look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same idea. You get an email with a code, and you go to the locker and you punch in the code, and the little door opens.
That seems like way too much work.
No, it's not. It's on my way. It's on my way to work.
Oh, okay. See, if it's on your way to work, okay, you could just stop by. But
it's so convenient. I always stop by this one place to get a coffee, and the locker is right there.
Now, does this coffee place sell donuts as well?
No, it sells gas, and it has the store, on the side.
Yeah, but okay, you live in Hudson County.
Yes.
Okay, you live in North Bergen.
Right.
Is there any type of security that goes along with these lockers? Because it just seems like if these lockers
they're just outside. No, but it's how can I explain it to you?
I don't know, man. This seems a little sketchy. The last thing I want is for you to go. No, the last thing I want for you is to go to your locker and you get mugged.
It's not like in an alley. It's like out in the open.
See, that's what I'm thinking. It's like some sort of sketchy alley behind like a fish market.
No, dude. Like it's in front of the parking lot.
I need to see.
It's in front of the door of the building.
Do me a favor. Next time when you're in front of this locker, please take a picture and send it to me.
Tomorrow. I'm not buying something, but I always go there to get a cup of coffee in the morning or get a water. And lately I've been drinking water, by the way. But that's beside the topic. Besides, I have to drink more water now. So, but the locker's outside, so it's not like in a sketchy area. And the security seems like you can't. There's cameras, so I don't think you can like break in. It would take a lot of effort to break in.
Yeah, do me a favor. Just when you just send it to me because I want to see. Like I know what to expect, but it's just like the concept is not foreign. I'm just shocked.
I can't believe you never heard of this.
I never have. I think I'm more shocked than myself because I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, when I saw it, there, I was like, oh, that's cool. So I don't have to wait. I mean, you can wait until you get home and stuff, but how did we get to this anyway?
We were talking about, I was talking about me holding off for Red Dead Redemption 2. I wanted to talk briefly about something that's actually been going on the news recently about our friends over at The Walking Dead, Telltale.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure you've heard of it.
Before we go into far, are you done with the show?
No. See, I don't want to go down this route because you know how I feel about it. Okay, I'm just letting
That's why I want to get you.
I'm letting you know right now, I stopped watching the show.
Okay.
100%. My wife and I,
we're
done with the show. And the reason why is because we don't have that time or that amount of time to dedicate to a show that it drags.
Gotcha.
That's just then again, that's just us. You know, the one thing I did notice, and I saw it on a couple of different news outlets, that every season the viewer count drops 10%.
Yeah, okay. I mean, but I think that's expected. I think at this point, 9 seasons in, it's impossible to. I think only the hardcore are gonna say no.
I know eventually, because obviously they have it on Netflix. I use Sling and they have it on demand. Eventually, we're gonna go back and we're gonna finish it because we're committed. We got this far. We'll eventually finish it, but as of right now, that's really not at the top of our list. There are other shows that we are heavily invested in right now, namely American Horror Story and Better Call Saul. As of right now,
American Horror. I'm gonna add that, man. I'm sorry.
See, you feel the same.
I didn't like that show.
How you feel about American Horror Story? That's how I felt about Walking Dead.
I never got invested even in American Horror Story.
And then on Netflix, it's American Vandal. Oh man, I love me some American Vandal.
We're going way off topic now.
I know, we're going way off topic. You're right.
It's TV time.
Yeah, but thank you for reeling it in. And it goes into the whole, and now it goes into the entertainment business because the company that has taken over for The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, is Skybound Entertainment, which we know produces The Walking Dead.
Right, and I think it does other, like everything Walking Dead, Skybound is kind of behind it.
Yeah, they also work on the comic books as well.
Right.
Comic books, TV shows, and I believe they produce the Walking Dead mobile games as well. Road to Survival, and I think they're working on another one.
Walking Dead, Skybound is behind it.
Yeah. I think they announced another one. March to War, the Walking Dead March to War.
A mobile?
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Are they any good?
It almost looks like a real-time strategy game. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work. It was just announced during Comic-Con, so the details are kind of slim a little bit. But pretty much, yeah, anything Walking Dead, Skybound's on top of it. So it only makes sense for Skybound to take over the rights from Telltale. What they're gonna do with it, I have no idea. I mean, it seems like they're not bringing in the former team as well. They're just gonna take over the assets and they're just gonna try to finish this. I have a little bit of concern.
I think I read that they might try to bring the team in.
Oh, they might, because if they don't, then that brings up legitimate concerns.
No, I think I read that they're gonna try to do that.
I really hope they do because this is good news for The Walking Dead, for the people that are involved. It creates more jobs. So I really, really honestly hope that they bring back the team that worked on this game.
It says here, our intent is to work with the original team, but there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, they can say, oh yeah, we want to work with the original team, but that doesn't mean that they're going to hire them.
Well, they take them. That's what they're saying. I can't,
That's what they're saying.
But then also,
I don't know. How do you feel about Skybound taking over?
Yeah, it makes sense. Just to finish it. Yeah.
Do you think it's worth, now that they have they've always had the Walking Dead license, but you think it's even worth them sort of continuing it somehow, or it's pretty much all right? Once they're finished with this, that's it. It's over.
It's probably not worth it, but I think they didn't want to leave the game like that. Financially, it's probably not worth it.
It would be interesting to see what else can come from this Walking Dead acquisition. Well, it's not really an acquisition because they have the rights, but now that they've taken over this game, I really want to see the direction that they want to take. And then again, we're probably thinking too much into it because we know the direction that they're going to go in.
What do you mean, as far as the game?
As far as the game, how are they going to go forward with this? Because The Walking Dead is still a popular franchise and it still sells. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they try launching some sort of like The Walking Dead MMO game.
Well, Skybound has been saying that they want to start some in-house creation.
Oh, then this would be a great start.
But that's more long-term.
Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for them. If this is something that they really do want to proceed with as far as creating some sort of stuff in-house, because remember, Skybound is the one that I guess publishes the game, and I think they have a developer that actually works on the game. I don't know what the name of the developer is off the top of my head.
But I mean, they'd be developing the game, this Telltale version. They'd be developing it.
Right.
So that's what I'm assuming.
That's
so
the goal.
It'd be interesting to see what they turn out.
Because I know the developer that worked on Road to Survival, which I think is their first version of this sort of Walking Dead mobile. Well, we know that Skybound is the one that developed it, but I know they worked on, and even the mobile game, it got really good reviews.
I didn't hear that, but I believe it.
I don't know, but I'm definitely happy that Skybound decided to pick it up, decided to run with it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where they're going with it because, like I said before, I definitely want to pick up the complete survival. I mean, the complete survival edition. I guess. Is what they're
who knows if that's gonna happen? I'm sure maybe it will. I'm just saying I wouldn't.
I honestly think it's still gonna happen because there's still a lot of people who I think haven't played it. I know I'm one of those people who still haven't played it.
I think people that wanted to play it have already played it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the people who really wanted to play it have played it already. I'm hoping and I'm waiting, but we'll see what happens at the end.
Again, there's more time and effort into something that might not yield a lot of results. They would have to go back into. I don't know if the first season has been remastered.
No, you're right. Yeah, and at this point,
they would have to remaster the first two seasons at least.
Yeah, they would definitely have to, and then you have to go into the amount of resources that you need to waste to do that. And it's like you said, it might not be a viable option financially.
I don't know if it has been. I don't think it has been. I'll put it here that way. Okay, I played season 2 and 3 are for PS4. I don't know about the first season. Okay,
the first season came out on PS4, right?
No, PS3. So I don't know if the effort would be worth it for them to remaster the first season.
The final season, that's supposed to be, what is it, 4 or 5 episodes total?
4.
4 episodes. Okay, so they got the first 2 out. Yeah, they could easily, put together in 2 more and then just say, okay, we're done.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, see, I really feel like they could do more with this, but you know what?
Probably will with something else.
Would you be okay if they did a sort of MMO style The Walking Dead game?
That's not what I want, but I see potential for that, but that's not what I personally want.
Yeah, but the last thing that I would want is for them to go down that battle royale mode.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, but
that's not Walking Dead.
Yeah, just stay away from that because at that point, like you said, it's not Walking Dead. It's something completely different.
I think we both know Kirkman. As far as my impression of Kirkman is, everything goes through him. That's what I've heard. That's my impression of him. He owns Walking Dead still.
Yeah, he's and that's the way it should work because he is technically the Walking Dead. So it would only make sense for everything to go through him.
So if he doesn't like something, he's just gonna reject it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work though for one person.
He's obviously done it. He's done it now. He's done it
between the TV show and the comic and the games. That's a lot of work. Props to Mr. Kirkman for not going crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't see that happening. Like a battle royale kind of. I don't see that.
No, I know.
That's not the Walking Dead.
Yeah,
that's why the MMO doesn't. Even that would be kind of like, the zombies. I get it, but.
So it's safe to say that the zombie craze is coming to an end.
As far as what, like games or TV?
Both games, TV, comic books.
No, I mean, there's always going to be. I think a few years ago it was at a high level, let's say, but I don't think it's ever going away. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No way. Like, we go back to the original Night of the Living Dead. I mean, it's always going to be there. It's just to what level, that's all.
Right, because remember, even though the Resident Evil 2 is coming back.
Yeah, that too.
That's right, yeah. Another game that looks absolutely amazing. So, yeah, you know what?
Zombies are always going to be a thing.
Yeah, I'll retract my statement.
It's just to what high, a couple of years ago, every game had a zombie mode. Now, every game had mostly every game had a battle royale mode.
Yeah.
So it's just, but I don't think it's going away.
Please, Mr. Kirkman, give us, or try to finish it. Give it the ending that it deserves.
Well, they're going to do it.
Yeah, no, but I really want them to go out with a bang because it just seems like this whole thing was just mismanaged and they're just trying to give us a patch job. But now that Kirkman's specifically involved, we can get a true ending.
Yeah, and hopefully the team that was working on it can finish it as well.
And I hope some of those people get hired too. The ones that worked on it. I mean, even if they're consultants or they do something, it would be nice for them to sort of see a proper end to the work that they've done.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that it's going to be what it should be. Especially somebody like me that I've played all the seasons. I can, once they load up season 4, all my results will go in.
So somebody who obviously has played The Walking Dead, talking to somebody who has not yet played The Walking Dead, is it worth getting into?
Yeah, always. I've been telling you for the longest that you should get it.
I know, and it's just like, because...
But now I feel bad for... I mean, it's going to happen. Now, when this is going to happen, we don't know.
Yeah, because like how we spoke about in our last podcast, the whole episodic thing, I think that's what was kind of preventing me from going all in. Because it's like, all right, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it all at once, and I'm going to play it back to back, and I'm going to enjoy the game the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but they've had the games, on disc, full seasons come out already.
Yeah, and those are the ones that I'm waiting for. But like you said, there probably isn't going to be a full, complete edition. So yeah, I'm just going to start picking it up one by one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know season 1, but even then they have like a thing where, I mean, it's not the same, but you can kind of go back. And
right.
I mean, I've always, especially that first season, I think everybody should have played that.
Right, because it's very impactful. It's very sad what happens.
Just by that. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, for the sake of everybody, yeah, I hope there's a complete edition. I just don't think it's going to happen. I'll put money on it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Hope so.
Yeah, we've definitely come to that, to the point of the episode where it's time for us to say our goodbyes, go out into the real world and get all this stuff done. So go ahead, visit us at www.levelbasedgaming.com.
Follow us on youtube.com and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter and follow us on podbean.com.
Leave us comments below if there's anything that you feel that you want to get off your chest. If you have any ideas for any of our future shows, feel free to leave a comment. We're always open for any type of criticism. For Advanced Level, a video game podcast, my name is Felipe Parada, and joining me is Oscar Portillo.
And we're out.